My dear seniors, if you are 62, 65, or older, and you are currently receiving SSI or Social Security benefits, what I am about to share with you in the next few minutes could mean hundreds of extra dollars landing in your bank account every single month. And I am not talking about some distant future promise. I am talking about a real change that is being discussed right now, in 2026, that could directly affect your monthly income, your Medicare coverage, and your overall retirement security. Now, there is a lot of confusion floating around about this possible $300 monthly SSI increase, and most people are not getting the full picture. Some seniors who truly qualify are being left completely in the dark, while others are getting their hopes up without understanding the one critical requirement tied to work history before 1998. So I want to sit down with you today, just like two friends at a kitchen table, and walk through every single detail together so you know exactly where you stand. Before we go any further, I want to ask you to please take just one moment to like this video, share it with your friends, your family members, anyone you know who is on Social Security or SSI, and subscribe to this channel and press that bell icon so you never miss an important update like this one. It truly means the world to us, and it helps us reach more seniors who need this information. Now, let us dive in. Let us start from the very beginning so nothing gets confusing. SSI stands for Supplemental Security Income, and it is a federal program run by the Social Security Administration that provides monthly payments to people who are age 65 and older, or who are blind or disabled, and who have very limited income and resources. It is different from regular Social Security retirement benefits, which are based on your work history. SSI is designed specifically for people who did not earn enough work credits over their lifetime, or who simply need a little extra financial support on top of what they already receive. Now, here is the number you need to know. As of 2026, the maximum monthly SSI payment for a single individual is $943 per month. For a couple where both partners receive SSI, that number goes up to $1,115 per month combined. Those are the federal base amounts. Some states actually add their own supplement on top of that, which means if you live in a state like California, New York, or Massachusetts, your actual monthly SSI check may already be higher than the federal base. But even with those state additions, millions of seniors are still struggling to make ends meet, and that is exactly why there is so much conversation happening right now about a possible $300 monthly increase. So where is this $300 figure coming from? There is growing pressure in Congress and from senior advocacy groups across the country to pass what is being called an SSI modernization. The core idea is simple. The current SSI rules were written decades ago, and they have not kept up with the real cost of living for today's seniors. The asset limits, for example, have barely changed since 1989. Right now, a single person on SSI can only have $2,000 in total resources before their benefits are reduced or cut off entirely. That is a shockingly low number. A $300 monthly increase would bring meaningful relief to millions of the lowest-income seniors in America. And the push to make it happen is real, and it is ongoing. Now, here is the part that I really need you to pay close attention to, because this is where the confusion comes in. The specific eligibility conversation tied to work history before 1998 is connected to a very important technical piece of Social Security law. When you worked before 1998, those earnings were calculated and credited under a slightly different earnings formula. Seniors who have some work history from that era may actually qualify for a higher benefit calculation or an additional credit that can affect not just their Social Security retirement benefit, but also how their overall income is counted for SSI purposes. Here is a real-life example to make this clear. Let us say a woman named Dorothy is 71 years old. She worked as a school cafeteria worker from 1985 to 1998, then left the workforce to care for her aging parents. She did not earn enough credits for a full Social Security retirement benefit, so she applied for SSI. Because she has those pre-1998 work credits on her record, under proposed changes, she could qualify for a recalculated benefit amount that adds roughly $200 to $300 to her monthly payment. That is the difference between barely surviving and actually having enough for groceries, medication, and a few basic comforts. If you worked at any point before 1998, even part-time, even seasonally, it is critically important that you contact the Social Security Administration and ask them to do a full review of your earnings record. Many seniors do not realize that old work history is sitting on their record unclaimed, like money left on the table. Now let us talk about the average Social Security retirement benefit, because I want you to understand the full picture. The average monthly Social Security retirement payment in 2026 is approximately $1,907 per month for a retired worker. That number went up thanks to the COLA, the cost of living adjustment, which was applied at the beginning of 2026. COLA is calculated based on inflation data, and it is designed to help your benefits keep up with rising prices on groceries, utilities, housing, and healthcare. Every single year, typically in October, the Social Security Administration announces the next year's COLA. In 2026, seniors received a meaningful increase that added real dollars to millions of monthly checks. But here is what a lot of people do not realize. Your Medicare Part B premium is deducted directly from your Social Security check before it even hits your bank account. In 2026, the standard Medicare Part B premium is $185 per month. So if your gross Social Security benefit is $1,907, your actual deposit may be closer to $1,722 after that Medicare deduction. That is still a significant amount, but it is important to understand exactly what is coming in versus what is going out so you can budget properly. Now let us talk about payment schedules, because I get so many questions from seniors who are worried their check did not arrive on time. Social Security pays on a schedule based on your birthday. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your payment arrives on the second Wednesday of the month. If your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, you receive your payment on the third Wednesday. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st, your check comes on the fourth Wednesday of the month. SSI payments, however, work differently. SSI is paid on the 1st of each month. If the 1st falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, the payment is made on the last business day before the 1st. Mark these dates on your calendar so you are never caught off guard. Something else I want to address is the topic of delayed or missing payments, because this does happen and it can be terrifying when you are depending on that money. If your payment is more than 3 days late, do not wait. Call the Social Security Administration directly at 1-800-772-1213. Their phone lines are open Monday through Friday from 8 in the morning to 7 in the evening. You can also visit your local Social Security office in person, which can sometimes be faster if your situation is urgent. Always keep a record of the representative's name and the date of your call, because that documentation can help if there is a follow-up issue. Let us also talk briefly about something called an overpayment notice, because this catches a lot of seniors completely off guard. Sometimes the Social Security Administration will send a letter saying they paid you more than they should have, and they want the money back. This can happen for a variety of reasons, including a change in your income, your living situation, or even a processing error on their end. If you receive one of these notices, do not panic and do not ignore it. You have the right to appeal and to request a waiver if repaying the money would cause you financial hardship. Call Social Security or visit your local office immediately and ask about your options. I also want to mention something that many seniors do not know, and that is the concept of retroactive benefits. If you delayed filing for Social Security because you were confused or uncertain, You may be able to claim up to 6 months of retroactive payments going back to when you first became eligible. That could mean a lump sum of several $1,000s deposited directly into your account. It is absolutely worth asking Social Security about this if you feel like your filing was delayed. One more thing I want to touch on is taxes. Many seniors are surprised to learn that Social Security benefits can be taxable depending on your total income. If your combined income, which includes your adjusted gross income, any non-taxable interest, and half of your Social Security benefit, exceeds $25,000 for a single filer or $32,000 for a married couple filing jointly, then up to 50 or even 85% of your Social Security benefit may be subject to federal income tax. If you are not sure whether this applies to you, please speak with a trusted tax professional or visit the IRS website and search for Publication 915, which explains Social Security and taxes in plain language. Now let us get into the practical steps, because knowing the information is one thing, but taking action is what actually puts money in your pocket. The very first thing I want you to do is to create a My Social Security account online at ssa.gov. It is completely free, it is safe, and it gives you access to your personal earnings record, your estimated benefit amounts, and your payment history all in one place. If you have never done this, ask a family member or a trusted friend to help you set it up. It is one of the most powerful tools available to you. Second, if you are not yet receiving benefits and you are approaching age 62, I want you to think carefully about when to claim. Claiming at 62 gives you the earliest access to money, but your monthly benefit will be permanently reduced by as much as 30% compared to waiting until your full retirement age, which is 67 for most people born after 1960. If you can afford to wait, every year you delay past your full retirement age up to age 70 adds an additional 8% to your monthly benefit. Over a lifetime, that difference can add up to tens of thousands of dollars. Third, if you believe your benefit amount is incorrect, you have the right to request a reconsideration. You can file an appeal within 60 days of receiving any decision from Social Security. Do not be intimidated by this process. Many seniors who appeal actually win and receive higher payments as a result. Fourth, check whether you qualify for the Extra Help program, which helps with Medicare prescription drug costs, or the Medicare savings programs, which can pay your Part B premium, deductibles, and co-payments. Millions of eligible seniors are not enrolled in these programs simply because they did not know they existed. Call 1-800-MEDICARE or visit medicare.gov to learn more. My dear friend, I want you to take a deep breath right now because you have just taken a very important step by watching this video all the way through. That tells me you care about your financial future, and you deserve every dollar you have earned and every benefit you are entitled to. These programs exist for you. They were created to make sure that after a lifetime of hard work, sacrifice, and giving to your family and your community, you are not left behind. I know that navigating Social Security, SSI, and Medicare can feel overwhelming sometimes. There are so many rules and so many changes, and it can feel like no one is explaining it in a way that makes sense. But that is exactly why this channel exists. We are here for you, every step of the way. Please leave a comment down below and let me know if you have questions about your specific situation, or if you would like us to cover a particular topic in our next video. And please do not forget to like this video, share it with every senior you care about, and subscribe to this channel with the bell icon turned on so you never miss an update that could change your monthly income. We will see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself.